My name is Abena Busia. Good morning. It's so wonderful to see you here at Lifelines, the Poetry of Human Rights. I am a professor at Rutgers University and a poet, and more importantly for this occasion, I'm on the board of the Women's Learning Partnership, whose mission it is to remind us on all occasions like this about the value of humanities and particularly poetry to the work we do. And I have the honor of being on the board for the sole purpose of organizing poetry readings twice a year. And I have my first privilege this morning is to introduce the woman who is the founder and CEO, I think is the official title, of the Women's Learning Partnership, an extraordinary organization which she will talk a little bit about and introduce our first speaker. So please help me to welcome Mahnaz Afkhami.
Thank you, Abena, for organizing this, for being such a wonderful addition to the world, bringing poetry and feelings to every Can you please speak loudly? Yes, is this better?
Yes.
Okay. The Women's Learning Partnership is a partnership of 20 grassroots organizations on 4 continents. Our main goal is to something very simple and easy to do. We set up after Beijing, and our purpose was to change the architecture of human relationships across the globe. Very simple, very easy, as you all know. Actually, we think that we have succeeded quite a lot so far, and notwithstanding the events that we are all witness to that set us back, always our success follows a reaction. So it energizes us to do more, to work more. But the Women's Learning Partnership works on participatory leadership, on doing the kind of leadership that we think will bring about a change in architecture that will help us do and live the world we want. So we decide together. Every decision is done cooperatively across the world. We meet all of our partners, meet in Washington or somewhere else in the world, at least twice a year, and we make sure that everybody hears the discussions in their own language, and so we spend a lot of time and effort to make sure that it's interpreted and everyone's on the same page with the same words. So that organization is starting a new global movement on family law reform, and that really means the position of women within the family, which is basically the same top-down hierarchical organization that we teach to our children, that we practice in the workplace, in schools, and in communities. And as women, we have participated in perpetuation of that patriarchy. What we want to do is start from that basic foundation of organization and work all the way up, and so that we can get to that architecture that we're talking about. And an important piece of that, of course, is culture. And today we are very fortunate to have with us Karima Banu, one of our oldest, not personally, she's one of the youngest, but we have a long history together. She reminded me that when she was a young girl, she participated in a panel that we set up in Beijing and did brilliantly, and that was published in a book and is still being taught at university. So Karima is a brilliant and dedicated academic and activist, and we're fortunate to have her as Special Rapporteur on Culture at the United Nations. And she is, of course, a professor of international law at the University of California at San Diego, and in that capacity she advises us on the family law as well. So I will ask Karima in a moment. I just want to also say how happy we are to have the young poets joining Abena, another young poet, in bringing us their wonderful words this morning. We have had this series since the beginning of WLP, and Abena has been in several of them in different parts of the country, and we have had the privilege of posting all kinds of fantastic poets and writers from Alice, from Grace Paley to Amata Aidu, from Samar Attar from Syria to Azan Nafisi of Iran, a wide variety of fantastic poets. And I will just tell you the reason for having the poetry right here, and I'll say it in the words of I'm from Iran originally, so our poet Rumi, who says in one of his short poems, he says, beyond all talk of right doing and wrong doing, there is a place. I'll meet you there. This place, the United Nations, is that kind of a place, and we want to bring the beautiful words of the poets who remind us not of all our physical challenges, but of our mental nourishment and mental aspirations. So it's wonderful to have the group here today, and I want to thank Abena once again for making it possible. So Karima, could you begin first, and then we will... I have to mention this, I don't know whether she will do it herself or not. She has been a best-selling author of a book which means a lot to us, and that book has been across the world, distributed widely, and makes a lot of difference. The title of the book is Your Fatwa Does Not Apply Here. And I think that there's a lot of places, specifically here where we are today, the fatwa does not belong, does not apply. So an article that was written on the basis of the book has had about over 1,300,000 hits, and so people are very interested, and she's a courageous writer, and we're very proud to have her with us. So Karima, please.